welcome to A Trouble Shared, a new podcast where two comedians look at your troubles and hopefully resolve them for you. I'm not here alone. I should have said already, my name is Johnny Cochrane. I am here with someone who has trouble as their middle name. It's Twayna Mayne. How you doing, Twayna?
Yo, Johnny, how you doing?
Yeah. You feeling troubled today?
Feeling a bit troubled. It's the autumn, or is it the winter? I'm not sure, but summer is over, so that's a trouble.
Is that the only one you pay attention? You know when it's summer, and then anything out of that, it's autumn, winter, or something. Is that the vibe for you?
Yeah, it's over. I'm missing the heat, the long evenings, just the general thing that powers me through life. How about yourself?
I'm one of those people as well. Like I need the sun. The sun is my engine, gets me going. And then when the winter, my wife, right? She's I love autumn. It's great. Yeah, I can't wait for autumn. It's my favourite season. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Do you know what I mean? You've got these romantic ideals of kicking your Dr. Martin boots on and crunching leaves. The reality is, it rains, it's cold, and it's depressing. Sick of this shit.
And the leaves are slippery. And the leaves are slippery, Johnny. This is what I'm worried about. So my worry is that I could just be taken out at any time by just a slippery, wet leaf. That is what I fear about most at this time of year. Leaves everywhere. I'm in danger.
That's what keeps you awake at night, yeah?
Yeah, I'm like, will this be when I break my hip? Yeah.
Awesome. So I am going to jump into one, okay? Because this is a pod where we start looking at other people's troubles and we solve them, okay? But it's also where we talk about what our troubles are at the start. So let's start with one. If you've got any troubles yourself, I'll start with one. So one of my issues, okay, is I never felt that bins were going to become such a big deal in my life, okay? But if you miss your bin day, you're fucked now. You are fucked. Trying to run a household and you've missed your bin day. And these bin men know how important they are as well. They roll around like little mafia bosses as well. If you miss a bin, they're expecting you to put some money down for them to come back out. And I missed my bin day today. And now I've had to lie and report a missed bin saying it was their fault. And if they don't come, Twayna, I don't know what's going to happen, okay? I'll be living in a slum, quite frankly, for the next week until someone turns up and just gets this shit off my doorstep. But are bins that big a deal to you in your life?
Well, I live in a block of flats and there are issues when it comes to the bins. People are complaining because no one's folding up boxes in the recycling bins. That's a major problem. And also, we've got a recycling cupboard for recycling bins, and we've got just a normal bin cupboard. And once when I went into that bin cupboard, somebody just thrown out a whole uncooked raw chicken, but they'd not wrapped it up or anything. It was just on the floor. Somebody had just basically just thrown it into the cupboard, and it just ended up just this chicken on the floor, and it was just left there. Like, I've dealt with it. I've thrown it away. Somebody else can deal with it. And this is what it's like living in a block of flats. Other people and their issues become part of your life. And I tell you what, some of these motherfuckers are filthy. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And lazy.
That is outrageous. That is like a computer game item when you stumble across a whole chicken just laying there. Like, that's shit you get in Zelda, and you cook that and then eat it for extra lives. Like, come on. That shouldn't be something.
But that's like the random thing, like in Grand Theft Auto, when like everything buffers and it's like chicken, raw chicken. It's just like everyone's just doing that. That's what that is. But this is what sometimes goes on in my block of flats. It's awful.
Mate, honestly, that's usually they say, hey, don't leave food out. Rats might be around.
Yeah.
Rats turning up to that are like, what the? No, it's got to be a trap. This has got to be a trap. That's a whole raw chicken.
It's like, why have I got? It's not just like a little bit of chicken in a chicken box. It's like it's a whole chicken. It's like, call your mates, mates. There is loads of food in this bin cupboard. Oh my life.
Twayna, I went for the bins. Have you got any other troubles before we jump into helping the wider public?
Apart from leaves and the slightly chillier weather, nothing major, Johnny. I'm saving it up. We're heading into Christmas, so I'm sure I will start to accumulate when I've not worked out that I've got enough money to buy all the presents that I reckoned I was going to buy. a few months ago. But we're not there yet. It's going to happen.
There's going to be friends going without then when you've misjudged
Yeah.
your finance.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
like,
When I've spent all my money on me, and then I'm like, shit, I need to spend it on you.
Guilt trip them at that point and just go, sorry, I didn't get you a present this year because I was struggling to feed myself. No one's going to say shit to you. You know what I mean? Sorry, wanted to keep the lights on. So
I'm
what
struggling,
are you going to say now?
I'm just struggling. It's really expensive to just put a radiator on. Sorry, but yeah, I'll get you something. Please leave me alone.
And then do cover up the new trainers you bought for yourself. What those? Yeah, you had them for ages.
What this top? What? No, it's not
Merry
good.
Christmas.
I'm struggling. That's what I reckon.
Right, let's jump into some troubles then, shall we, Twayna? We're not here for shits and giggles, maybe some giggles. We're here to help
shits.
The wider public, those people with troubles, and we'll jump into the first one. Here we go. Being an old age pensioner, I am reading the trouble here now for our audio listeners, not just, it's not role play. That's not the kind of quirk that we've got going on in this pod. Being an old age pensioner hasn't quelled my appetite for porn or masturbation. Okay.
Oh, please. Okay, carry on.
But when I've mentioned this to a good friend and my son, why are you telling your son? You're a pensioner.
I know, right? Why are you
telling
your friend? Anyway, carry on.
Maybe with your friend. You're like, oh, I had a good wank lately. I don't usually go down.
How's this coming up in a conversation anyway?
Well, I usually start it talking about bins, and then I launch into it. Yeah, the bins. Oh, I missed it. Oh, I love a good wank. You know what I mean? I was getting there, Twayna. No, I don't know how they segue that in, but I'm just going to say, when I'm a pensioner, I am not talking to my sons about me wanking. I just call it. Why is he so relaxed about? When I was just sharing that with my son, it's I don't know.
Yeah. Carry on. What else? I want to know a bit more about this. What's going on in this guy's life?
When I told this to a good friend and my son, they seemed shocked, and they've even told me, "Oh, damage my health." That's bad medicine, isn't it? I mean, there's no doctors involved in that conversation. I'm a 73-year-old widower. My wife died 5 years ago. Sorry for your loss. We always had a very active sex life. Nobody will ever replace her. Of course not. And I'm not looking to find love again. However, I do miss sex. And I will change the voice as I deliver that. I do miss it. I now masturbate daily while watching porn. It brings me relief and satisfaction. Twayna, here's the problem. They're all anonymous, these people on a troubled shared. Talk to me about your initial thoughts dealing with this trouble.
I'm sorry for the loss of his wife. Of 5 years. That's sad. I'm not sorry that he's masturbating. Actually, it's 2025. Come on, guys. We're not going to kink shame people for having a wank. The problem with this, Johnny, is the fact that he shared this not with us, possibly, but also with his son. With his mate, like, I don't know, maybe they're just bragging. Maybe they're just a couple of old dudes just bragging. Like, his mate's just bragging a bit about gardening or something. He's going, I'm going to up this. Barry's boring. Listen, Barry, porn, wanking, this is who I am. I don't know why they've had that conversation, but it's the son. It's the son. The son don't need to know that. It's just, the son just needs to know that he's happy. That's all his son needs to know. I'm happy, son. Good, Dad. I'm glad you're happy. And that's it. That's all that needs. They don't need to know. No one really needs to know who's wanking. Do you know what I mean? Really?
No. You don't need to tell them why you're happy. You just say, I'm happy. Oh, start with the final line. Hiya, son. I'm relieved and satisfied. Oh, great, Dad.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Why, you ask? Because I've been wanking like a mother. You don't need to give them the
watching
causality.
Porn as well. It's like you just don't need to know. You don't need. It's like somebody seeing your dad down the shops. Saw your dad. He looks well. He's healthy. It's like, yeah, well, he's wanking, isn't he? He's addicted to porn.
Even then, Twayna,
it's too much info.
I'm wondering whether, he's a pensioner. Like, what porn is he watching as a pensioner? Like, probably gets off on different stuff to the rest of us anyway. Like streaky bacon, watching videos of people cooking streaky.
Last of the summer wine, innit?
Exactly. Nora Batty pulling her leggings up, and he's out there stroking the marrow. That kind of stuff. Yeah. I'm sure that your taste will change over time. No one's suggesting it wouldn't. But as we say, the main thing is why you're telling your son about it. Again, sorry for your loss. And I love the fact is no one's ever going to replace her. Not looking to find love again, but I do miss this.
I quite like that about him. It's like, I'm not looking for love. It's just like, it's not what I want. I'm like, come on. He's 73, knows what he wants. He doesn't want love. He just wants
he wants fast
pleasure.
Love. He wants fast love.
Pleasure.
He's probably playing that in his Spotify right now. I ain't Mr. Right, but if you're looking for fast love, and I mean, there's going to be a lot of wrinkles in there, but this guy is out there relieved and satisfied. So overall, if we're going to distill the advice down, Mr. Pensioner, you keep going, stroke away, mate. I mean, literally, life's good enough. Yeah, do what you like, but
keep it to yourself.
Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. And, I mean, in the modern era as well, you actually have to sign in with an age verification. You know what I mean? I don't even know if this guy's he's got a birth certificate that would make some of these people verify and probably blush, but good luck. You're giving us
you're giving us a lot of information there, Johnny, that no one asked for. Age verification. What are you telling us now? I'm just up to date on current affairs, Twayna. That's all. That is all I'm up to date. Good to know.
And so do it for this pod research. Yeah. So that's it. Right. Wank away. Keep it to yourself. Let's move on to the next problem. Twayna, do you want to read this one?
I've got one. Okay. Right. So
it's on the screen.
It's
on the screen for you, there, Twayna.
Okay. I was going to look on my phone, but Johnny's done the admin. My adult children won't leave. They still live at home, and my new husband says I need to tell them it's time for them to go. They're 28 and 31. He says it's either them or me, and will leave me if I don't do it. He's the children's biological father, and we raised them together. He says he's always been the favourite parent and doesn't want to ruin the excellent relationship he has with them. What should I do?
This is a wild trouble. Because as it goes on, it's literally like a winding Alice in Wonderland rabbit hole path. Because, okay, my adult children won't leave. Get them out. They still live at home, and my new husband says I need to tell them tell them it's time for them to go. They're 28 and 31. Yeah, absolutely. It says it's either them or me, and will leave me if I don't. Okay, right. It seems a little bit like it's a bit pushy. He's the children's biological father, and we raised them together, but he's your new husband. Give me the timeline of how this is all panning out. You're basically saying you've had children with a guy, raised the children to adulthood together, and now you've just recently got married. And since you recently got married to him, he started throwing his weight around. It's every minute you speak through this trouble, there's a new little twist and turn. What's jumping out at me, though, is the last bit there, Twayna. He says he's always been the favourite parent and doesn't want to ruin his excellent relationship with them. Like, this guy's like, listen, I don't have many places in life where I'm revered, where I'm, anointed king when I walk into the room. This is it. The kids love me, so you be the bad guy. Well, I've heard of good cop, bad cop when it comes to parenting, but that's taking the piss. What are you saying about this?
It's a bit sad that the kids still live at home. They're 28 and 31, but that's the state of the world that we live in at the moment. It's not necessarily their fault. It's expensive to find your own place. But yeah, this new husband, this father of your kids, he's a bit of a dickhead, isn't he? Really? I think you're probably the favourite parent if he thinks he's the favourite parent. It's like somebody turning around going, I'm bright. It's like, you don't self-declare that kind of stuff. Like, if you know you're bright, you don't tell people that you're bright. If you know that you're the favourite parent, you don't go around telling everyone that you're the favourite parent. So, and if he's going to leave you, let him leave you. I mean, what's the point of this guy? What does he want? What does he want? Where's he been all this time? Have you lived together as a family? What is this?
It's a very, very, it sounds more like an EastEnders storyline, to be quite honest, doesn't it? Like, you've raised them together and they're full-blown adults now. You recently got married, but it doesn't sound like you did raise them together if he's considers himself the favourite parent and doesn't want to ruin it. It sounds like you were doing all the shit and he was coming home, playing children's entertainment and getting the claps.
So basically just like, he saw them every couple of weeks and took them out, kicked a ball around the park and sent them home with a bag of sweets. It's like, I don't think you did the work, pal. And now you want them out. It's like, your kids, where are they going to be? Come on.
This guy sounds like an absolute muppet. Ultimately, he's been ruffling his kid's hair, saying, I'm dad, I'm the best one. And listen, if your mum plays her cards right, I'm going to marry her when you're 30. This guy's playing by his absolute own rules. And it sounds like she's probably been cowed a little bit by, rearing these children with him. A guy who can wait that long to marry her and then does it and then threatens to leave if they don't move out anyway. At the end of the day, the real point of this is, if he wants them to go, he should be the one that tells them to clear out. And he should do it in exactly that kind of tone, like he's getting people at the Queen Vic on EastEnders. Clear out.
Get out of my house!
Yeah. Exactly. He should be throwing them out like Jazzy Jeff at the start of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air titles. You just get them out of that house. And if he won't do it, then they're living there. Because you should not... It sounds like you're not even the favourite parent anyway, so you should not let your cachet and kudos with these kids go down any further. Let him do it. Are we happy with that as a surmise?
Yeah, I think so, Johnny. Perfect.
And
if it don't work, just divorce him.
Could you imagine? And that'll probably take ages to go through anyway, because he's waited so long to marry you anyway. Why'd
you wait so long?
Cheek. Exactly. You can go, and my new divorcee. It's just, honestly, get a grip on yourself. I think anyway, when she listens to that, she'll be very happy with the advice. We've done 2 troubles so far, and we're perfect. We've solved them. Let's move on to the next one. After our daughter was born, my husband had a vasectomy. Now, I've realised I'm desperate to have another baby and I'm consumed with regret. I'm 33 and my husband is 35. Our daughter is 18 months old. I had a difficult pregnancy and birth and swore I didn't want to have another baby. As the pill doesn't agree with me, my husband hates condoms, don't we all? He agreed to have a vasectomy. I realised it was a mistake immediately and prayed it had failed. What should I do? So, Twayna, I'm going to, let's peel back the curtain somewhat and square with the audience. I'm in a good place to talk about this because I've had a vasectomy. I've had the V procedure. Yeah, mate. Had the balls hacked at by a guy who I think was a medical professional, but either way, I'm done. I'm sorted. No more children for me. Been there, brought the t-shirt, whatever. No more. Thank you. No mass. And when they do it, literally, you're laying on the bed, you've got your kicks down, and they've got sharp instruments, and they literally ask you.
Are you awake, Johnny? You're not awake, are you?
Oh, you're awake. Oh, you're awake. Yeah. Yeah. You're awake. Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Scary Copus Mentis. And you've got your kecks down and they're literally talking to you like, are you sure you want to do this? Literally like, are you sure you want to go through with this? And they'll like make you go back over your declaration. It's like, have you thought about all the risks and stuff like that? I'm like, fucking hell. Yes, there might be risks, but at this stage, I'm just trying to get on with it. I don't want to. I wouldn't be here if I hadn't thought about it.
I've got no trousers on. I got my pants around my ankles. Of course I'm ready for this. Look at me. What do you think I'm doing?
Exactly. I'm not in here for a massage. Are you sure? I know.
You said as you winked at the nurse. I'm not here for a massage. Yeah.
But if one's available,
Yeah.
and if I can end up with that massage with not being fertile anymore, that would be great. But no, I knew what I was doing there. They make you, really go back over that decision and declare it, and then they do the procedure, which is not necessarily the most comfortable. And then you waddle out of that bastard like Woody from Toy Story, just wide gate, and yeah, it's uncomfortable for everyone involved. But I know that husband, having
It's been through
agreed
it.
to it, yeah, it's not the kind of thing. I've seen this on another program lately where they're like, yeah, you could just reverse it. This ain't the kind of fucking thing. It's not, you know what I mean? You're not parking a car. So you're getting your tubes hacked up, somewhat taken away. And I'll let you know this last bit, Twayna. When the doctor did it, afterwards, he shows me, he's like, do you want to see the tubes? And I was like, yeah. Now, don't tell me why I said yeah, because the fact is some guy's hacking around in there. And I was just, I was out, it was an out of body experience. So I said, yeah, go for it, mate. Give me the full, the full service, please. And I'd see these little tubes.
Johnny.
It was morbid. It was really
Johnny,
morbid. So that guy is not going to be, yeah, stick me back on the thing and let him start stitching them together. What did you take from this, Twayna? It's obviously a tricky situation.
Well, there are alternatives to children, to more children, to getting more children. Do you know what I mean? You've got an 18-month-old. Do you want to have another one? That's up to you, maybe. But as you're saying that the husband probably will not reverse his vasectomy, can you reverse it though? Can they be reversed? You
can, but it's not like bulletproof. It's like carries risk and stuff. Yeah.
Right, okay. So that's probably not going to happen. You can become a foster parent. You can become, you know what I mean? You can become, if you want to parent another child, you can just find another child somewhere else. There are quite a few available. So it's not the be all and end all.
Outside Sainsbury's, that kind of thing.
Outside Sainsbury's, within the family, family do. You can walk home with a new niece or nephew. You can be like, oh, I thought it was mine, and then just wander off. There's just loads. You can get one down the council, fostering, adoption down the council. There's loads of options. So yeah, you just might not be biologically related to any more children that you have, but it's fine.
Yep, so maybe countenancing adoption. That's a fair point. The thing is as well, and you spoke about the reversals, I think it's like a 30% success rate of reversing it.
Oh, right, okay.
But the practice of it, like, it's not uncomfortable, and it's actually quite, the whole thing is you can be out of action for a week and a half or whatever. And I know mates who've, been kicked in the janglies afterwards, and it's debilitating. It's debilitating, bless him. He's still alive, but touch and go. But it's I've been there and feeling like, no, this is one of the worst pains ever. And are you going to want to try and reverse it by having your tubes stitched back together, and then for
somebody gets a bit of gets a little bit of cooked like macaroni and sticks it inside and just glues it on one side, soldering iron. There you go, Johnny. You can have more kids. There you go. That's what I reckon's going on.
With a macaroni tube. I do love that.
A little bit of macaroni, cooked, soft, and just
sounds a bit cheesy. Wee, thank you. Did mention there are comedians at work on this podcast, so if you're going to get open goals like that, macaroni sounds a bit cheesy. They will be taken. Thank you very much. The quick ones are the best. But overall, I would say that this is an ultimate case of buyer's remorse. And we've got someone here who didn't like the decision she's made. I'm saying, unfortunately, you're going to have to live with that decision. Otherwise, go down the route that Twayna suggested. Start looking into some adoption, because asking your man to go back out there and try that again, I think it might be a bridge too far, and he's got every right to say no if he doesn't want to do it. It's his body in that situation, and you did make that choice in the first place. So let's move on. Twayna, do you want to read this one?
I certainly do. My girlfriend and I have been together for a few years, and I love her more than anything in the world. Beautiful. I'm thinking of proposing to her on her birthday. but I can't stop cheating on her. And when I go away on my friends, I can't stop cheating on her when I go away on my friends' stag do's. I don't want to lose her. Should my friends stop getting married? Oh my God. This one, Johnny. What the hell? There's a lot going on with this one. There's a hell of a lot going on. Firstly, proposing to somebody on their birthday, just buy them a present. Come on, like, just buy them something nice. But also, that's not really the worst of what's going on here. It's the cheating. It's like you've been with somebody forever, but you just keep cheating. That's the problem. But then you seem to just be cheating on your friend's stag do's. And so you think that if your friends stop getting married, then you'll stop cheating. Who is this person, Johnny? Is that the chaos is what they are? It's
absolute madness coming from this person. First of all, I love her more than anything in the world. No, you don't. Thing you love the most is cheating on your girlfriend on stag do's, clearly, because that's happening with regularity. Let's put your list of wants and desires in a reasonable league table so everyone can follow. That's your number one. And yeah, look, thinking of proposing to her on her birthday, I know people have done that. We all know what you're doing is you're trying to condense gifts down, aren't you? You know, if you can go, hi, do you want to be my wife on your happy birthday? Then you don't have to buy a present. And you've probably saved yourself around £100 there and earned yourself a wife who you are going to continue cheating on. The idea that if you can...
And nothing to buy presents for.
This sounds like, you know, an alcoholic saying, I need to stop going to the pub. Okay, that's fair enough. You know, change your lifestyle. But your friends getting married are...
it's not the problem.
That's a joyous occasion in most people's worlds. Oh, my mate's getting married. And you're sitting there when your mate's going, and good news, we're about to get married. You're saying, oh, fuck, I'm going to shag someone again.
Like,
that's where your mind goes to. It's mental.
You're like, Dave's got married. We're having a stag do. You're like, shit. Lucky Dave. Oh, unfortunately, I'm going to have to sleep with somebody that I'm not in a relationship with. Damn, not this again. Oh, stop getting married, guys. You're ruining my life.
Oh, I was busy thinking about my girlfriend who I love more than anything in the world, and now you've made me think about something new. Infidelities again.
Now I need a new pair of swimming trunks, and I'm going to have to sleep with somebody else. Oh, so much to do. Oh,
I've come back with a new tan and some gonorrhea for you, darling.
It's not my fault. It's his fault for getting married. Oh my gosh.
Well, you know, this is classic case of someone not taking responsibility for their actions.
If the girlfriend's listening, leave him. If your boyfriend's going away on lots of stag do's, and you think he's cheating, he's cheating. Just bin him.
So we've ended up jumping here, Twayna. You've been a bit over exuberant, and now you've suggested that anyone listening to this should break up with their boyfriend if they're going on an unseemly amount of stag do's, because they will be shagging other people while telling you they love you more than anything in the world.
Yeah.
This guy sounds like I was going to say, this guy sounds like a bit of a wrong un. Let's not tar everyone who goes on stag do's with this kind of, you know, out of whack value system.
But if he proposes to you on your birthday, then you know who we're talking about, yeah? So leave
I can get behind that as a rule. There we go. Well done, Twayna. You really cleared that one up. So there you go. There's a bit of advice for the girlfriend there. You get proposed to on your birthday, and your fella's been going on loads of stag do's. Get rid. You should get rid anyway if you're getting proposed on your birthday. Hope we have cleared that up. And the guy who wrote in, who's actually got the trouble, you're an absolute dickhead anyway. You're not getting in it.
Sort it out. Congratulate your pals on getting married, but stop cheating on your girlfriend.
And maybe break up your girlfriend. And maybe look at yourself, do some inward work. And maybe get into a new relationship where you've not got loads of serial cheating and infidelities that you're keeping from her. Right. Next trouble. This one I'll do. After months of scrimping and saving, I'm gutted to discover my husband-to-be has blown £1,600 of our wedding fund on dining out and designer clothes. I was so angry, I outed him on Facebook about it, and now the whole thing has gone up in flames. He doesn't seem to understand how damaging this is. We are both 44, but he behaves like a selfish child. I told him how irresponsible he was, but he walked out on me because I went public. He hasn't come home for 2 nights. It's like he's punishing me. I still love him, but how can I get him to be more responsible? Twayna, what you got from me?
Oh my God. Who's outing anybody on Facebook in 2025? What is this? That in itself, Johnny, is a problem.
Poking people still.
Yeah, yeah.
He hasn't spoke to her for 2 days. Poke him on Facebook.
Yeah, it's ignoring me. I'm not talking to her because she said stuff to me on Facebook in a Facebook group of 1,900 people, which is like the bin group as well. Jesus wept, and then there's loads of thumbs up everywhere. Well, £1,600 is a lot of money. That's annoying, but he hasn't come home for 2 nights. It's like he's punishing me. He is punishing you, or he's just left you, or he's dead. I don't know.
There's a list for you to work your way through, Missy. He's left you, he's dead, or he's on Facebook punishing you. We don't know.
Yeah.
Let me jump
he's
on
unfriended you on. He's unfriended you. I don't even know what Facebook is. I left that about 15 years ago. Crikey. Tell me, Johnny, what's going on with this one?
Oh, I'm off Facebook for a while. As someone who is also in his 40s, I stay away from it. You know, I'm down with the kids. There's something called Instagram. You can check that out. And TikTok. So, slow down. But yeah, Facebook is the only use for it now is where the people you used to hang around with in school who you thought would naturally dissipate out of your life, that's where they come to haunt you. Hiya, only me. Haven't spoken to you for 17 years. Do you want to go out for a drink? No, I don't.
Yeah.
I'm only on here to read about people's relationships failing publicly. That's all I'm doing here, and poking people. Listen, you know, he hasn't come home for 2 nights. It's like he's punishing me. Don't know about punishing you. It's like he's about to spend another £1,600 on more designer clothes and dining out. Put a freeze on your card right now. You can't trust this guy. And the one thing I would say is, if you are going to be getting married, you are ultimately going to combine your lives. Different people do it in different ways, but shared finances is part of that a lot of the time. And if you can't even trust him before you're married to not, get down sheesh in fucking Chigwell in some Hugo Boss loafers.
I think they need to put the old wedding on hold, maybe. I don't know when this wedding's going to be, but it sounds like they need to do a lot of work, Johnny. Come off Facebook and do work in real time. I think that's what they need to do.
The problem is if it all comes to a head now, he's got £800 of her money, and might not see that back. So I think the only sensible thing to do is to go through with the marriage in the hope of getting that £800 back. You know what I mean? And squaring up. It's the only rational way of playing this out. I'm not losing £800. No way. No way.
He's blown £1,600.
Yeah, but after that's his. After that's his point funds.
We're assuming that they've put equal amounts into this. That's what we're assuming, that they've put equal amounts of money into this wedding fund. But I don't know. He spent it all anyway. He spent a lot of it already. If it to marry somebody that costs money, and then just to get £800 back. Walk down the aisle just to get £800 back.
In for a penny, in for a pound. Once you commit, you gotta, he'll be looking good in his designer clothes anyway. But even then, I might be assuming they've put half in each, but what's the other solution? Maybe he's put all the money in, and it's her own adjectives that have us picturing her as, some homed housewife who's working her fingers to the bone on the spinning jenny to try and earn some funds for the family, when in reality he probably brought in £1,550 and she's got 50 quid. So when he's gone out and spent our money, no, he's spending his money. Pull your own weight. Do you know? That's all I'm saying. But I'm going to assume that it's half because it's joint funds. And if that is the case, then the only thing to do is commit to the wedding in the hopes of securing those funds over the longer time. You know what I mean?
I just feel that the money's I mean, they've obviously initially written in because the money's been spent, right? And that's annoying. But I also think there's some quite glaring red flags in this situation. It's the communicating and getting pissed off and communicating that on the internet. It's like, that's not cool. That's really not cool. And also, like,
going
him
missing,
walking out, going missing for a couple of nights is major. It's you getting aggy on Facebook and pressing send, and then it's somebody else, the person that you're pissed off with, disappearing for 2 nights. That there's a lot going on. This is like, that's why I don't think marrying when they eventually, will he turn up at the wedding just so that you can get £800 back? What? Johnny, come on.
No, I'm being playful anyway. Absolutely do not marry this walking red flag. I mean, there's so many things wrong with it. Storming out for 2 nights because someone's outed you for your own bad behaviour. And the reality is, I did not let it escape my understanding that you're both over 40 and behaving like this. Outing people on Facebook.
They're both too old for this shit. They're both too old for this nonsense. Grow up. Pair of you, grow up.
Exactly. Grow up. Maybe you deserve each other, but if not, it needs to be line in the sand, and you need to start getting some non-negotiables on the table. That's our advice for this.
Yeah.
Final trouble, because after all, trouble shared is a trouble halved. Here we go.
It's Halloween. It's Halloween, and I've been invited to a fancy dress party. Can I black up? Okay, Johnny. Okay, let me carry on. Let me preface this with, I am already black. How do I actually go about this? Should I white up first and then black up on top of that? All advice appreciated. Well, Johnny, what's going on here?
I mean, there's a what are you talking about? Can I black up when someone's already black? What are you talking about? I mean, this kind of gives me vibes about, you know, sometimes
maybe they're going as a white person who's blacked up maybe they're going as a white person who's blacked up for Halloween.
Got ya.
But they're doing it. But they're doing it as a black person. So there's, I don't know,
like a Justin Trudeau in a Halloween party from years ago, or the classic ones where you go to some certain Eastern Bloc countries and look at their version of stars in their eyes, and they're all coming out as fucking Lionel Richie, all coming out as Lionel Richie. Anyone white who sings songs, so we don't have to sit through this.
Yeah.
You come someone coming out as Ray Charles. Not only, and Stevie Wonder was the worst one, because it's not only the blacking up, it's the disabled, it's the ableism as someone's waddling out, having to be helped to the microphone when we just seen you walk in. That's a piss take.
Yeah.
So if you're going as them, as your Halloween character, a Stevie Wonder tribute act from an Eastern Bloc country, I'd say it's ingenious, the character that you've gone for, and I'd say commit to it. But if not, the idea of blacking up as a white person, blacking up as a black person.
No, blacking up as a black person. Blacking up as a white person. Being a white person. Being black.
Kind of Russian doll shit that is. This is Inception. It's just Inception. Yeah. Am I dreaming there? So you're the black person? Either way. Someone's clearly thought a lot about this, haven't they? They've known that they are going to be blacking up, but they've already. I mean, what are they hoping to do? Like, they're going to get called out for it, and then as the layers start to rub off, they go, fucking had you all along. Kaiser Soze moment. I'm black under here. Back off. You know what I mean? The older I get, the more I get confused by Halloween, to be honest. Because I just thought it was like ghosts and pumpkins and maybe a spider. Do you know what I mean? And I don't know when it's happened that now everybody it's just like a massive fancy, like you can just be anything. You're not even like covered in blood and
spider webs. What's happened? Why has it turned into a fancy dress party? Like a whole... Do you know what I mean, Johnny? I'm confused.
No, it's a liberty. My 3-year-old recently turned 3. Said that he's going, because we're just heading into Halloween as well, 2 days away as we record this. Said he's going out as Batman. What's fucking scary about that, mate?
Yeah.
What's scary about that? Trick or treat? Well, I don't acknowledge you because you're just dressed up in your favourite superhero.
Yeah.
Where's the fear? Where's the danger? Where's the inherent threat in your costume?
Yeah.
Oh, this skeleton over here. Oh, zombie. Oh, this girl looks like she's at the ring. You look like you're going to start shouting kapow and kablam as you beat up villains around. No, mate. No sweets for you. So we'll see how it goes with him. But I like this guy who's
that's for this one.
Who's committed to an Inception style costume that involves potential, racial tension with a reveal.
Racial jeopardy, doesn't it?
I can do this.
Yeah.
They've got jurisdiction. I mean, it's kind of like black people who use the N-bomb. Do you know what I mean? How do you feel about that?
How do I feel about the N-bomb?
Yeah, black people using it.
Johnny, not a massive fan of it, to be honest.
Neither am I.
Doesn't really sit with me very well. Whether it's ER or A, I'm just not a fan of either.
100%. And I don't really roll like that. But the whole point is I'm not going to react to them in a way where I would like if a white person was saying it, because they have a little bit of jurisdiction over it because they are indeed black, like I am, like you are. If someone wants to cosplay as a white person blacking up, it falls under their jurisdiction, I think.
I think that's ingenious, to be honest. I think it's quite funny and also a bit bizarre. But then I also think fancy dress is a bit bizarre anyway in the over 14s. So that's another issue that I have with just being alive. Fancy dress when you're over the age of 14 is a no in my book.
Stop it. Just stop it. Yeah, absolutely. Get a hobby. And your new hobby should be listening to this podcast, A Trouble Shared. We are going to be releasing these with regular occurrence, helping you guys, sorting you all out. I think the overall, by the way, to be clear on that, Trouble, I think our advice is commit to it if you're going to do it, and fully white up before blacking up. Do it that way. And we fully endorse it. Endorsed by this pod. But as I say, we're going to be back with more Troubles in weeks to follow. So make sure you guys get subscribed, get locked in so you don't miss any of these. Have you enjoyed your first A Trouble Shared episode, Twayna?
I've loved it, Johnny. I've loved it like I love nothing else.
Or as 50 Cent would say, like a fat kid love cake. Yeah, that kind of vibe?
Yeah. Like
perfect.
Madonna loves dick. That's from an old song, but anyway.
She makes her own songs up as well. Well, we'll be back with more troubles getting said. And remember, people, they say a troubled shared is a troubled halved.
It's a troubled halved.
Or some shit like that. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
If I can ever play it.